Oh yeah, is it Tuesday already? Is it time to predict yet another episode of The Bad Batch as we only have 2 episodes left? This is going to be quite the stream as we got a lot to talk about, from tweets from Jennifer Colbert to Colbert or whatever the hell her name is, to tweets from Kevin Kiner or the Kiner music people, to a trailer to a movie that's over 25 years old. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's dive into all of it. What's up, guys? It's Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars. We got a lot to talk about, so without further ado, let's dive into all of it. I want to start off today. I want to start off this stream, a very pleasant Tuesday afternoon stream. I want to start it off with a trailer. We got a new Star Wars trailer today. Did anybody see the... Oh, what's up, Chop? Did anybody see the new Star Wars trailer today? Anybody catch that trailer? Anybody catch it? All right, let me say hi to you guys in the chat first, and then we'll watch this trailer, dive right into this right away. Oh, what the hell? I didn't want that to happen. Go over there. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay. All right, let's say hi to everybody. What's up, Navarro? Rose, how we doing? Star Chip, what is up? Soul, what is up? Mercat Lover 2004, how we doing? This is the way. What's up, Maggie? How we doing? Mando United is a member. We'll get to that in a second, though. Master Beckham, how we doing? Brandon, what is up? Wildcat, what is up? Pipeline Podcast, how we doing? Skywalker Academy, what is up? Nick, how we doing? Trent, yo. Neon Victor, what's up? And sorry, how we doing? Ben, what is up? If I missed any of you, please just scream at me in the chat and I will say hello. So me and Chop were sitting here this morning and I was like, oh shit, there's a new trailer today. But it wasn't what you might have expected. It's not a trailer for The Bad Batch. It's not a trailer for The Acolyte. It's not a trailer for Tales of the Empire. It's not a trailer for Skeleton Crew. It's not a trailer for Andor Season 2. It's not a trailer for Ahsoka Season 2. It's not a trailer for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Wow, we are really, really, really lucky to be Star Wars fans right now. Holy shit, that's a lot of content. But it's none of those. None of those are the trailer that we're about to watch right now. Can anybody guess what the trailer we're about to watch right now is? Anybody? Please. Alex, what's up? B-Man, how we doing? What is up? Can anybody guess it? Well, you guys guessed in the chat, we got a new member. So Mando United just joined before the stream even started. I think he joined yesterday. Mando United. Welcome to the people who love Star Wars. Oh yeah, very, very generous. Thank you, Mando United. I appreciate that quite a bit. X-Men 97, no, it's Star Wars related. It's a Star Wars related trailer, obviously. All right, none of you guys can guess it. Martina's sister spinoff show? No. Acolyte series, good guess, but no. No. Nobody can guess it. Nobody saw this trailer earlier. All right, we're watching it. And I'm not even gonna tell you guys what it is, okay? Okay. I sound like the guy from South Park. That was what it was. Okay. Yes, finally, Wildcat got it right. Phantom Menace trailer. There is a Phantom Menace trailer released 2 hours ago. So let's watch the Phantom Menace trailer. The Phantom Menace is celebrating its 25th anniversary and is coming back into theaters, select theaters around the world. So go get your tickets now. I've already got my tickets secured for Friday night, which is May 3rd. Not this Friday, but next Friday, May 3rd. Going to see it, but they dropped a trailer for it. Now, I haven't watched it actually yet. Is it just the original trailer? I think it's a new version of the trailer, but I could be wrong. But we're going to watch it together. Who cares if it's the same version? We're just going to watch it together, okay? Okay? Are we okay with that? Because I don't care, okay? We're watching it anyway. Actually, before we watch it, as I'm all over the place today, before we watch it, let's pull it up. Let's see if you guys are going to go see it. I want to know if you guys are going to see it. And by the way, 78% of you smashed a like button, and 21% of you are about to smash a like button. Okay. Are you going to see the Phantom Menace in theaters? Yes or no? You tell me. Are you going to see it in the theaters? If you can, if it's near you, I guess. Are you going to go see it? Are you going to go see it? Let's watch this trailer. All right, let's watch it. For some reason, they only posted it on Twitter and Instagram and not on YouTube, so we're going to watch it on Twitter. Okay? Okay. All right, let's watch it. Nothing beats prequel music. Oh, Jar Jar Binks? Do I see a Jar Jar Binks? Every generation.
I get to do a lot of things now that I couldn't do
before.
before.
Wait, what?
Create things that weren't possible to create before.
Action!
Hang on. I thought this was just a trailer for the movie. That's George Lucas. Hang on.
The Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
Episode 1 is my favorite.
The generation
Ahmed.
that first saw episode 1, that's their Star Wars. They love it. All these years later, you can see it, you can feel it.
Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi. You must have Jedi reflexes if you race fast. Very fast, very dangerous.
We wanted the form of fighting in the prime of the Jedi to be a much more energetic and faster version of what we've been doing.
The great sword fight at the end of the film,
We'll handle this.
I thought the introduction of a chorus might be just the thing.
It's so good. That's so good.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Okay, so it returns to theaters on May 3rd, and it'll be out, I'm guessing, for the whole week. I'm not too sure, but go secure your tickets now. That was not what I expected. I thought it was just going to be a trailer for the movie, but that was actually pretty awesome. We got some behind-the-scenes looks with George Lucas here at the beginning. Yeah, you got him on Tatooine.
Now that I couldn't do before.
You got some storyboards here with Padme over there, young Anakin.
Create things that weren't possible to create before.
That's what he really did with the prequel trilogy, is he took making a film to the next level with the prequel trilogy, with the green screens and the blue screens and all that special effects stuff that he wasn't able to use in the original trilogy.
Action!
And then, of course, the iconic cast, but the iconic duel of the fates at the end. They wanted to make a lightsaber battle in the peak of the Jedi.
We wanted the form of fighting in the prime of the Jedi to be a much more energetic and faster version of what we've been doing.
The great sword fight at the end of the film,
We'll handle this.
I thought the introduction of a chorus might be just the thing.
Oh, so good. Never gets old. Never gets old. So I'm really excited to go watch this in the movie theaters for the first time ever, because I was too young to go watch it in the movie theaters when it first was released. So I'm very excited for it. If you guys have not secured your tickets yet, May 3rd is when it comes out in select theaters around the globe. So you gotta check a local listing near you. But that's pretty awesome. That's a very cool trailer. Not what I expected, but very, very cool nonetheless. The Phantom Menace is a very underrated Star Wars movie, in my personal opinion. A lot of people crap on it for having the young Anakin Skywalker in it. It's like just a genius move by George Lucas to go from Darth Vader being the most evil guy in the galaxy. Obviously, they redeem him in Return of the Jedi. But then going from that masked, crazy bad guy figure to a child, it's freaking genius. So Phantom Menace gets a lot of shit, but it's one of the best of all the movies. Obviously, most Star Wars movies are very, very good, but The Phantom Menace is definitely up there with all of them as well. So that was pretty cool. Get to see that trailer, get to go see The Phantom Menace return to the theaters if you can. Let's see where you guys are at. So we're about around 50-50, about actually 50 or 60 to 40 almost, about people who are going to see it and people who aren't going to see it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited. Love Darth Maul? Oh yeah, you gotta love Darth Maul. The hype is real? Oh yeah. The soundtrack in episode 1 will always stay inside my head compared to the others. Yeah, The Phantom Menace has probably the best soundtrack. If not The Phantom Menace, then probably Revenge of the Sith. But just the Duel of the Fates. Having the Duel of the Fates at the end of that movie is just the cherry on top. Just the chef's kiss to finish it all off. Maze Cameron, what's up? Alex, how we doing? Mando said, saw that trailer earlier. Love Darth Maul. Yes. Can't wait for The Phantom Menace in theaters. Me either. Starchip says, I wish I could see it in the theaters, but I have to watch it at home. It looks so good. No worries. They don't copyright advertising usually. Yeah, no, so that's on Twitter, so I'm guessing I won't get copy struck for that. If I do, Lucasfilm, what are we doing? Come on. We're just having fun over here, you know? All love. Yeah. John Groom, what's up? Says, Duel of the Fates gives me goosebumps every time. Every time. Literally, I'm sitting over here with goosebumps on my arm. Every time. So good. So good. Star Wars for Life, what is up? Alex says, it's not underrated. It's the start of the Skywalker saga. Oh, it's underrated for sure. A lot of people actually crap on the movie, which is absolutely insane, but yeah. Friggins, how we doing? All right, now that we got through the Phantom Menace trailer, which was really cool, let's talk Bad Batch, okay? This is the reason we're all here today. We only have 2 episodes left of the Bad Batch. Episode 14, which is titled Flash Strike, and episode 15, the finale, which is titled The Cavalry Has Arrived, which, of course, is the first line that Wrecker says, and the first line that any Bad Batch member says in the Clone Wars Season 7. So we got a big episode coming tonight. It might be a short episode from what the leaks are saying. It might be one of the shortest episodes of the entire season thus far. However, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what Flash Strikes means. So drop your craziest predictions in the chat right now. And I mean craziest, because anything could happen at this point. Anyone could die. Anyone could survive. Anything could happen. We still don't know so much about Hemlock and his hand and why he's wearing a black glove and why he's always staring at his hand. And we don't know what's going on with Crosshair, what he really went through while he was on Tantus, why his hands are shaking, why he's always looking at his hand. We don't know a lot of information with only 2 episodes left to explain a lot of information. So we got a lot to go into tonight predicting, and we got some tweets to go over because Jennifer Colbert, the head showrunner lady, and Kiner Music, the guys who've been creating the music for the entire show, are still going absolutely crazy online, and it's making me lose my mind. So let's start there. Should we? Shall we? And of course, we got to talk about some, of course, the clone assassin, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So let's talk about the tweets, okay? On X, formerly known as Twitter, we got some tweets. Are they even called tweets anymore? Are they called X's? We got some X's? That sounds horrible. We got some tweets from Jennifer Carbet, whatever. She is the head runner, showrunner, whatever, head director, whatever you want to call it, of the Bad Batch show. And she's the executive producer and head writer for the Bad Batch show. Okay. So she's been saying some crazy stuff, but her 2 latest tweets... Oh wait, her 3 latest tweets, I should say, are pretty insane, if I do say so myself. So let's take a gander over at these. Her first one came on April 20th, so 3 days ago. So on Saturday, I do believe. She tweeted out this. Now this is Captain Jack Sparrow, of course. It says, hashtag the Bad Batch had a small window of time to act, hitch and ride, and are heading to Tantus, ... with no backup? What could possibly go wrong? So obviously not having any backup, we've talked about this the last couple streams of, is Rex coming? Is Rex and the others actually going to make their way to Tantus as well? Or are they left stranded by themselves? Are the Bad Batch the cavalry that this 15th episode is referring to? Or is it Rex and Hauser and Gregor and Wolf and Fee and other heroes and people that we remember from before? What do we think? Is Rex and the others coming? Or are they left by themselves? Oh, hey, hold the phone. Hold the phone. We'll go back to that in just a second. But Mary Hampton with a very, very, very generous $10 holla. I appreciate that, Mary. But you didn't put... Oh, is it a super sticker or a super chat? It's just a super sticker. That is very, 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 very... very generous. Oh my God, $10 is absolutely insane. I appreciate that, Mary, quite a bit, but you didn't put a message with it. So if you have a message, please put it in the chat. That is extremely generous. I appreciate that quite a bit. Mary before said, I don't know if I am to go to the theaters. I'm so devastated that the Bad Batch is going to end like Rogue One. Yeah, it's probably going to end like Rogue One, where they all die. Absolutely. But I very muchly appreciate that, Mary. But let's go back to these tweets. Okay. So, obviously, the no backup thing, I think Rex is coming in. I think Rex and the others are probably going to come in and help save the day and help destroy Tantus. But it gets a lot more interesting than this. As she tweeted out yesterday, maybe? Oh, 22 hours ago. So yes, yesterday. I only have 10 more days to get in as many the Bad Batch cryptic tweets as I can until the series ends. I'm really going to miss this. So honestly, let's talk about this. It's really cool to see. It's really, really cool to see all these different. It's a genius tactic, honestly. A genius tactic to have the head showrunner, Jennifer, and the guys who create the music, the Kiner guys, and the director of cinematography, Joel, whatever his name is, to have them tweet out sort of teasers and all these cool things. It's genius. Because now the whole Star Wars fandom is waiting every Monday and Tuesday for these guys' tweets to kind of get some sort of clue as to what's going to happen in the next episode. Now, this one is obviously Gandalf from the Fellowship of the Ring, or the Lord of the Rings, which is the first movie, Fellowship of the Ring. And this is when he dies, and he sacrifices himself to help the heroes escape by fighting. What's the beast name that he fights in this? Shit, I'm not up to date. I don't get the Lord of the Rings juices flowing, you know. But yeah, regardless, he sacrifices himself in this scene to save the others. Very similar to maybe what we're going to be seeing in the upcoming couple episodes. Yeah, the Balrog. Yes, thank you. The Balrog. Yeah. So maybe we'll be seeing something. Maybe this is referring to another person of the Bad Batch making a very similar sacrifice play like Gandalf does in this scene, but that might be a little bit too on the nose, but we'll have to wait and see. And then the third and final tweet from her so far was 20 hours ago, also yesterday. She hasn't tweeted yet today, but she usually does around this time, so I'm going to need the chat to keep an eye out on if Jennifer tweets out again. But she says this: so many Bad Batch theories, and then it's Luke Skywalker from The Last Jedi saying, this is not going to go the way that you think. Now, that line from the trailer of The Last Jedi really made us, really was true. We didn't think that The Last Jedi was going to go that way that we thought. But what does this mean? Because obviously Jennifer's seeing all the theories online. She's reading the theories online about possible deaths of Hunter and Crosshair and Wrecker and Echo and Omega and all this. And all these theories about what's going to happen. Is Tantus going to blow up? Is Hemlock going to die? Is Palpatine going to come in? Is Vader going to come in? There's so many theories. Like, so many. This so many should be in all caps. So many theories. But which ones is she referring to here when she says that they're not going to go the way that you think? What do you guys think this means? How could this play into all of the crazy theories that we've been making? What do we think? What do you think? I really have no idea. Honestly, this is very, very cryptic. This is not going to go the way you think. We've been making so many predictions that it's almost nearly impossible to pinpoint which prediction that she is specifically talking about in this instance. But I think we're in for a few twists and turns, to say the least, over the next 2 episodes. And honestly, the reason I say drop your craziest predictions in the chat, and I mean craziest predictions in the chat, is for this reason right here. We don't know how it's going to go. And Jennifer herself is saying it's not probably going to go the way that you think. So throw all expectations out the window, because there might be a million twists and turns and twists and turns and twists and turns coming in these next 2 episodes. And that's why, honestly, when I released that video on Sunday about Crosshair possibly being a Winter Soldier type, where once he gets the Tantus, all the programming that he went through could kind of just snap into play if Hemlock says the right thing or whatever. That's why I made that video. Yes, it's a crazy theory, absolutely insane, and probably won't happen, but there is no guardrails anymore. We have completely left the whole safe haven of making predictions that might come true, because it might. People crapped on me in the comment section of that video. I get it. It's a crazy theory, but it's not as crazy as when you watch Revenge of the Sith and all the clones that have been fighting side by side with their general counterparts of Jedi for literal years in a war, they turn on them like that because of Order 66, because of a programming in their head, an inhibitor chip in their head. It's not that crazy to think that Crosshair could do a very similar thing. He was on Tantus for a long time, and we don't even know what happened to him there. We don't even know. We have no clue. Not in the slightest. All we know is that he went through the same programming that the clone assassins did, and we've seen these clone assassins. They will do anything to obey their orders. They literally end themselves so that they don't get captured and they don't give out any information. So I don't know. I think there's a big twist coming with Crosshair. I think there's probably a big twist coming with Hemlock. There might even be a big twist coming that we don't even expect from a character that we don't even expect. But I don't know. That's why I say drop your craziest, and I mean craziest, predictions in the chat right now. Now let's switch over to Kiner Music's tweets. Kiner Music tweeted out this today, and it's got people kind of going crazy. Well, first of all, they retweeted Jennifer's this is not going to go the way that you think one. But this was from 1 hour ago. This was from 1 hour ago. So it's Elmo, of course. And Elmo is looking at an explosion of some, like a nuclear blast or something. Some explosion over here. So obviously, I'm guessing that this explosion is Mount Tantus, and it's likely that Tantus is going to blow up. And then you see Elmo over here, looking at it in awe. Now, Elmo could be referring to Omega, looking at it in shock and awe. The explosion could be referring to the Bad Batch, but here's something very interesting. In one of these responses right here, boom, this better be Hunter and Tantus, meaning this is Hunter and this is him watching Tantus blow up. And their response to that was, one could definitely be Hunter, meaning one of these things, the exploder or the explodee. Does that make sense? The exploded or the exploder, I guess, could be Hunter. Now, some people have clicked on this and zoomed in real close, and if you look right here, right to the left of this redacted sign right there, there's the letter T. You guys see that? There's the letter T. Now, this could be Tantus. This could be the Bad Batch. Honestly, it looks too short to be Tantus if that T is that size. So it could be the Bad Batch, and they're all blowing up. And maybe this right here is Omega. And when you look up, there's no like letters poking out of this redacted, but right here, there's clearly a T. To the right of this, left of this is a T. Without a doubt, that is the letter T. There's no other letter in the English language that could be. So it's either Tantus or it's either the Bad Batch. But either way, it's probably not looking too good for our heroes. Now, this is most likely Omega, I would guess. But I have no idea. Should we ask something? Let's ask something in the comment section. Let's ask Kiner something, okay? What should we ask? What does this mean? Or should we ask what the T stands for? T. Let's go like this. T for the best ending of a show ever? Quote, question mark? Is that good? Should we ask that? Is T for the best ending of a show ever? That sounds good to me. Send. Oh, that's not send. Send. Kiner. Everybody go like this so that we can get Kiner to respond. So I don't know. What do you guys think this means? Do you think that means Tantus with the T? Do you think it means the Bad Batch with the T? It honestly looks like the Bad Batch. If I were to give my final guess, I would say the Bad Batch because this T is very small. And if it was Tantus, it would only go to about here. It wouldn't even make it halfway through this redacted thing. So I'm guessing it's going to say the Bad Batch. Yeah. I don't know. This is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. And this is, again, they posted this today. So we're still only on episode 14. We still got 2 more episodes left. Tonight, this isn't going to happen. This is not going to happen tonight. And unless it does. Unless it does. But I don't know. I don't know. Rose says, Elmo is a preschool reference, so Elmo represents a child, possibly Omega. Yeah. Could be. Could be. I don't know. But those are the tweets so far. Actually, has Joel Aaron posted anything yet? No. So he's only done the thing from last week. Okay, so those are the tweets so far today. If you guys keep an eye on it, see if we get any more while we're streaming today. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I really don't. I really, really don't. But let's talk about some predictions, okay? Let me scroll up in the chat here. Let me catch up on some chat so we can get into some predictions for tonight's episode. All right, here we go. May says 2 episodes plus the inevitable third and final episode releasing on May 4th. Actually, Mace, I don't think so. I don't think so, because on May 4th, you have Tales of the Empire coming out, and I don't think that there will be a secret 16th episode. I don't think so anymore. I think 15 will just be like an hour long, probably more. But tease for the end, that's actually a good one. But I don't think so. I don't think that there's going to be a secret 16th episode anymore, because May 4th already has Tales of the Empire, and they wouldn't put 2 releases on the same day. I just don't think they would. No, I don't think so. Does Tech come back? I don't know. I would hope not, just because we only have 2 episodes left. If you're going to bring Tech back, it's too rushed, I think, at this point. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Nick says, we have to see the Zilla Beast. I think so, too. I think the Zilla Beast will play a major role in the final 2 episodes here. Maybe only the finale, but it will play a role. Same with, like we talked about on Saturday, the toxic gas, and maybe even Hemlock himself and all these different secret weapons that he has up his sleeve. It's up his sleeve, guys. Did you know that? It's up his sleeve? Yeah. Bet you guys didn't know that one. Nick says, Empire episode with no Bad Batch involvement tonight. Wow. You think there's going to be no Bad Batch involved in this episode at all tonight? I seriously doubt that. Tech might be alive with that tweet. Ooh, you think the Gandalf tweet could be referring to... Wait a second. Star Wars for Life says this might be referring to Tech still being alive. Now, why does that make sense? Well, Gandalf here is Gandalf the Grey. And if any of you guys know anything about The Lord of the Rings, Gandalf comes back as Gandalf the White, meaning he comes back from the dead. And he's a different person, kind of, so to speak. So could this meme right here not be referring to somebody making a sacrifice play, but somebody who already has made a sacrifice play, and that being Tech? And that he's going to come back just like Gandalf did. This is interesting, because Gandalf here falls from a very high level, just like Tech did in Season 2. That's a pretty crazy theory. I don't know. Do you guys like that? Give me a 1 into the chat if you think that Tech is coming back in the final 2 episodes. Give me a 1 into the chat if you think he's coming back. Give me a 2 if you're like, no way. Tech's gone forever. He's not the clone assassin. He's not coming back. He's done. Nope. No more Tech. What do we think? Yes or no? 1 is a yes. 2 is a no. What do we think? Wow, that's a lot of 1s. That is a lot of 1. Oh, I see some 2s. I'm getting some 2s now. We're getting some 2s. Should we pull it up? Let's pull this up. I think this deserves a poll, because this one's still about the Phantom Menace. I don't want to start a new poll about the Bad Batch. Okay, let's pull it up. By the way, 66, nice. Order 66 said you guys are not going to see the Phantom Menace, but okay, let's see. Shit, what the hell? What just happened? I just lost my... What the heck? Did I just lose my... That's no fun. I lost it all! I lost all my freaking tabs I had open. Who did that? Who did it? Who dare do that? Okay, let me try this again. Let me try it again then. Let me try another poll again. Okay. I don't even know how I did that. I just closed down all my tabs. Will Tech be in the final 2 episodes? Will Tech show up? Yes or no? You tell me. What do we think? Tech the white? Yeah, tech the white. My mind says 2, but my heart says 1. There you go, Ellie. Yeah. R.I.P. tabs. I know. What the hell was that? I must have clicked the wrong button on my keyboard or something. But what button closes all your tabs? That was mean. I gotta find all my tabs again. I had so many great tabs open. Damn it. I guess I didn't have many tabs open. Hang on. Just had Twitter open. We had that open. We had this open. And we had that open. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Much better. All right. Right off the bat. Oh my God. 56% of you say yes, meaning 44% of you say no so far. But that's pretty close. You got already 30 votes in, and that's pretty damn close if I do say so myself. I don't know. Cody or Tech is the clone assassin. Jess, you might not be wrong. You might not be wrong. We'll get to the clone assassin in a little bit here, but let's just talk Tech specifically. Tech specifically. All right, let me catch up on some chats really quickly. No, because I closed down the tabs, I can't scroll back up any further. Are you kidding me? Oh, if you guys typed in something great before, you got to have to retype it in because it goes only up till so far. So Alex says, I'm guessing that the next episode, Flash Strike, which is the title, is the scientist shuttle will be aware of the infiltration and then will alert Tantus so that they get their anti-air turrets aimed in the sky. Yeah, the Bad Batch are not coming in unnoticed. As soon as they jump into hyperspace and come out of hyperspace, they're going to realize that there's a ship latched onto the bottom of their ship. So, and they already know that Echo's on board of their ship, so it's likely that they're going to get caught pretty quickly in this upcoming episode. But yeah, the title is Flash Strike, and Flash Strike is some sort of like bombardment or like explosion of some sort, or catching somebody by surprise, sort of. So a Flash Strike could be referring to either the Bad Batch surprise attacking the Empire, or maybe the Empire surprise attacking the Bad Batch themselves. Michael, what's up? How we doing? He says hello there.
Hello there.
How we doing? Wildcat says, are any of the Bad Batch going to die in the upcoming episode? I don't think so. I think they wouldn't kill off a member of the Bad Batch in the penultimate episode. I think they're going to kill them all off, or many of them off, at the same time in the finale. I don't think they would do it in the second to last episode. But they did do that with Paz Vizsla. Again, Paz Vizsla's not nearly as important to the Mandalorian story as any of the Bad Batch members are to the Bad Batch's story. So it's not really the same. Now, maybe somebody could die in this episode. Maybe like an Emery trying to help Omega. She dies. That would be wild. Or somebody else, I guess, that's less relevant could die. But I don't even know who that would be. But I don't think any of the Bad Batch are going to die tonight. No. Fearless says, that means that all our theories are wrong. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily, because she's just saying that it's not going to go the way that we think. Meaning a lot of our theories are probably wrong, yes, but some of them might be right. It just might not go the way that we think. Yeah. Rampart could be one that dies. Yeah. Rampart could definitely be one that dies in this upcoming episode because he's not that important. I mean, he is important, obviously, but he's not like that important, you know? Alex says, then they will take down the Imperial shuttle and will send backup to their location. Yeah, the big question is, are they going to be able to send out their location just like that? Just like easy, simple, send off the coordinates to Rex. Is that going to be something that they can do? Or is that going to be impossible because they're being disrupted by the Empire, or their comms are down, or whatever it may be? Is there going to be a problem? Or is it going to be simple and easy? As soon as they jump out of hyperspace, they can send the coordinates over to Rex, and then Rex will show up in the next episode as the cavalry arriving. And all the friends that Rex could acquire would be kind of crazy. But do you guys think that Rex is coming in the finale? Yes or no? And do you think it's going to be very easy for them to send out the coordinates, or very difficult? What do we think? 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 Not Rex backup? You don't think Rex is coming for backup? No. Skywalker Academy says everyone is going to die. No, wait. Everyone is going to survive, but will think they are dead. That would be a disaster. A lot of fans already complain enough about how many characters can't die in Star Wars. I appreciate the emojis, guys. It's actually really funny. Can everybody just spam the heart? Is that possible? Can I just get like 1,000,000 hearts? Just go on my screen. They just go like. Can I get 1,000,000 hearts? Can I just spam the heart button, please? And while you gotta smash a freaking like. Sky Z, what's up? Okay, where was I? I got distracted by the hearts. Hang on. They will die in the finale. I think so too. Abby says Omega gets a lightsaber. Oh, I don't think so in this show, but that would be awesome to see in like a spin-off show with the Savage Ventress. That would be great. What would Omega's lightsaber look like? I appreciate the hearts, guys. This is actually really cool. It is like breaking my screen right now because there's so many hearts. Okay. Alex says, I can't agree with Crosshair's arc turning again. I know, and a lot of people can't, and I understand that, but I'm just saying that, like, we could go really, really crazy here. Like, really crazy. Ellie, what's up? JS, how we doing? So, I really don't know if any theory is too crazy at this point. Because honestly, any of it could happen. We didn't know that Rampart... Nobody was saying Rampart is coming back. Absolutely no one. And if you're telling me that you did, you're like, Mike, I did. I totally said that before. He showed up. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to me and you're lying to yourself. So stop it. Stop. Nobody knew that Rampart was coming back. So with Rampart's return, there is literally nothing that is off the table for these next 2 episodes. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's why I say drop your craziest predictions in the chat below, because there's nothing too crazy. Absolutely nothing too crazy at this point. With Rampart coming back, with with them going to Mount Tantus the way that they did. Oh, hang on. Wait a second. If you guys aren't in the Discord yet, go join the Discord. There's a link in the description below. Go join the Discord. It's a free Discord, but people are finding Easter eggs in the Discord all over the place. Hang on. I got to take a sip of water. I'm losing it.
This is where the fun begins.
So, some people online, Star Wars fans themselves, have found something crazy, okay? Not only did the Bad Batch tell us... Let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys this. Not only did the Bad Batch, the show itself, already tell us how the Bad Batch were going to get to Mount Tantus in episode 3 of this season, literally 12 or 11 episodes ago. 11 episodes ago, they told us how the Bad Batch were going to get to Mount Tantus. And we all missed it. And the reason we missed it was because at that point in time, without the knowledge that we know now, which is how the Bad Batch actually got to Tantus, nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. Not a single person saw it. And again, if you're going to tell me, Mike, I noticed that, you're lying to me, so stop it. Nobody saw it. And the big question about this is what else are they hiding in the first 13 episodes of this show that are coming in the finale? Or the first 2 seasons. That's why I think the gas from season 2 that Hemlock uses on Crosshair, that's extremely important, because Hemlock is immune to it, and it knocks Crosshair out like it's nothing. The Zillo Beast especially is going to be a huge part in this finale. But even the clone assassins, the stuff from a few episodes ago where we saw Hemlock in that facility with the clone assassins, where he was looking at the template of like a Dark Trooper armor, like all of that is going to come back to be enormous. And this is why. So this scene is from episode 3, like the beginning of episode 3. Omega's still on Tantus. Nala Se is still not a prisoner. And we see this scene right here. Let me zoom in a little bit here. This scene right here. Nala Se, Hemlock, Emery, Omega, all in the same room. Scorch is even there too. It's like a Avengers Assemble moment there. You got Hemlock, Nala Se, Emery, Omega, Scorch. This is when Nala Se is about to help Omega escape. This is when the escape sort of starts. Yes? You guys remember this? Yes? This is when Palpatine is on his way. This is when Hemlock is hearing word that Palpatine is on his way. So this is the dialogue that is going on right here. Everything is in order. Hemlock says to Scorch, and Scorch says affirmative. Then this is what the next one is. And then it cuts to Nala Se's face as she looks over at their conversation, and they say the shuttle has left the orbital station, the one from Tantus, and the coordinates were transmitted. Now, this wasn't specifically saying, this is how the Bad Batch are going to get to Tantus, but if we were really talking about crazy, crazy, crazy predictions, then this line, the reason they focus on Nala Se's head right here, and she's like, what did they say? What did they say? What did they say? The reason that we're focused on Nala Se's face, and she's like, you guys got to pay attention to what he just said right there, because that's really, 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 really important. We might have missed a lot more than we thought in the first 13 episodes of this show, maybe even the first 2 seasons of this show. That might be very little details like this that would have already told us what's going down. The orbital station outside of Coruscant, we saw in episode 9, I believe, with Emery going there to pick up the kid. Not only that, but we saw it in the freaking first trailer. The first trailer that came out 3 months ago now. We saw this. And by the way, I didn't catch this. Nick, I didn't catch this at all. This was somebody else online, so huge shout out to them. But the shuttle left the orbital station and the coordinates were transmitted. Now, that's not specifically saying, oh, this is how the Bad Batch are going to eventually find Tantus. No. But it did just tell you how the coordinates to Tantus are transmitted within the Empire. This scene just told you how that happens, how the Bad Batch could eventually find the coordinates to Mount Tantus. This begs the question, what else have we missed? What from the first 2 seasons, what from the first 13 episodes of this season have we missed that are going to become so important in these next 2 episodes that we just didn't even think about before? What did we miss? What aren't we talking about? Is it the toxic gas that Hemlock used on Crosshair in season 2? Is it the Zillo Beast itself because we know it's on Tantus? Or is it something else? What is so important that we aren't talking about yet? There's going to be some major turns that are coming in these next 2 episodes, twists, turns, whatever you want to call them, and we don't even know what to expect. We don't know what's coming. We don't know. We have no clue. Not the slightest. That's why I need you guys to tell me your craziest, and I mean craziest, theories in the chat. This is truly.
This is where the fun begins.
I don't know if it gets more fun than this, honestly. We got 2 more episodes of The Bad Batch. I've never been in more of a speculative zone right now of just wondering what is coming. I'm so excited. I literally could not be more excited right now to see the next 2 episodes, but I just can't wait. I can't wait. And the craziest thing is, I know for almost a fact that tonight's episode is going to be this massive cliffhanger and we're going to have to wait another 7 days to watch the finale, but I don't care. I really don't, because I'm so excited to get information tonight. I think we're going to get a lot of information, maybe about Hemlock, maybe about Crosshair, maybe about whatever's going down in the finale, but we're going to get a lot of information tonight. A lot of information tonight. And I'm excited. Yeah. Where was I? Tony, what's up? Tony says, so many twists. My stomach is in a knot. There you go. Brian Smith says, I think Rampart is going to sacrifice his own life rather than siding with the rebellion. Just like Governor Price did in Rebels. Really? I think Rampart has no reason to turn on the Empire right now. I think he has zero reason at all to turn on the Empire, and it honestly wouldn't make any sense for me. By the way, this poll is awfully close. 56% of you guys think that Tech will show up in these next 2 episodes. And I'm guessing the majority of you think he's the clone assassin, if I would be so bold to assume that. But we're almost 50-50 on this. 50-50, split down the middle. That's absolutely crazy. So let me end that poll because I want to ask you guys a different question. We got time for plenty of polls today. All right, this is your next one. And that ended at 56-43. The math is not mathing, but crazy. Okay. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think Rampart will turn on the Bad Batch? Yes or no? Do you think Rampart is going to turn on the Bad Batch? Yes or no? What do we think? Now, as you guys put that in, I got to say no. I got to absolutely say no. I would say no 100% on this poll, and it wouldn't even be close. He had the opportunity to in the last episode. He was on an Imperial base outside of Coruscant. He could have just easily went, this is the Bad Batch. You guys have been looking for him the entire time. I think it's a no. But there's still a very big portion of the fandom that actually believes that we could see Rampart turn on the Bad Batch and cause very big concern. Rampart has no place back with the Empire. I don't see him. He's not that stupid. He wouldn't be like, oh, I think the Empire will take me back. No, he's not dumb. He's not stupid. He knows that they wouldn't take him back. And by the way, we got 70-30 right now in this poll. 70% of you saying no, and 30% of you saying yes, he will turn. So for those of you who do think that he will turn, why? Why? Master Martha, what's up? How we doing? What do we think? Rampart is biding his time until he gets the best outcome for him. Yeah, Rampart's all about himself, 100%. He's a very self-centered dude. But it seems like, from an outside perspective, Rampart's best option is to stay with the Bad Batch. If he wants to be free from the Empire, from a prison, then he wants to stay with the Bad Batch. Now, he's probably going to die, if I were to guess. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Rampart will be like, Hux, I'm the spy. Oh, yeah, I hope not. Jesse says, I don't trust him. Interesting. He be king. How we doing? All right, let me scroll back up here. Let me scroll back up. Where was I? Damn, I'm very far behind on the chat, so I'm going to start just speed reading right here. Skywalker Academy says, if we get an epilogue/teaser for the next animated series, I might forgive them for killing more of the Bad Batch. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like the Bad Batch die and then cut to the credits. I don't think that's how this show is going to end. We're going to get some sort of epilogue/setting up the next show. Absolutely. Yeah. Rose says, the Gandalf tweet could be referring to Hunter as the leader, or Tech as he pulled a Gandalf by sacrificing himself in the Bad Batch Season 2, and he could return. Tech could be marinating in Hemlock's tank. Yeah, it's also possible that Tech's not the clone assassin, but he is on Tantus. Like, his body's on Tantus. And maybe Omega runs into it, or the Bad Batch themselves run into just his body. And maybe he is still dead, but his body is there. Yeah, and it could be like a Echo type situation. Yeah, from Clone Wars Season 7. I bet you Omega sacrifices herself to make the galaxy safer. So this is actually very interesting. Will Omega die? Now, I'm not going to pull this up because I think I already know the answer. Give me a 1 into the chat if you think Omega will die, and give me a 2 into the chat if you say no, she won't die. So 1 is yes, 2 is no. I would say absolutely not. I think they are going to set up Omega to be the future, to be the next animated show with Asajj Ventress. I still think that until I'm proven otherwise. And I think a lot of you will agree with me with that when I say that. But what's interesting to me is actually a portion of the fandom, a pretty big portion of the fandom actually, that does think that Omega will die. Now, I see a lot of you guys said 2 in the chat, and I do see a few 1s in there actually. Mostly 2s though, like probably 98% 2s. But a few 1s. In a small portion, but a pretty large portion of the fandom, does think that Omega will die in this final season. And what's final finale, whatever. And what's very interesting to me about that is that Omega is probably, in my own head at least, is the least likely to die. Now, I did pull this up on my community tab here. Let's take a gander at this. So if you go over to the community tab on the channel, you'll see this. So this was very interesting. I asked, and with almost 5,000 votes in like less than a day, or just over a day, I guess, with 5,000 votes, I said, who will most likely die in the Bad Batch finale? And the options were Hunter, Wrecker, Crosshair, and Omega. And Crosshair is in an astounding lead with almost 60%. 58, oh, my head's in the way. Hang on. That's better. 58% of people said Crosshair, but 21% of people said Hunter. Now, I think both of them will die. I think both of them are definitely goners, and Wrecker probably as well. But Wrecker's at 11%, and Omega has 10%. Meaning that 10% of 5,000, which is a pretty big chunk of people, think that Omega will be the most likely to die in the Bad Batch finale. Now, that's not a big number, but it is a portion of the fandom. Now, I got to ask you guys, is there any world that Omega dies in this finale and the other Bad Batch members live? Like, that sounds absolutely insane to me. I think that's almost nearly impossible. But with Jennifer Corbett or whatever the hell her name is, saying that you got to expect the unexpected, that things aren't going to go the way that we think, and the actress, the voice actress for Omega, Michelle Ang, talking about how originally the ending was going to be this very happy sort of ending where Omega was going to have a story after, and then she said that that's not the case anymore. It's changed. Maybe Omega does die. Now, honestly, I still don't think so, but with Michelle Ang saying certain things and the head showrunner of the show saying certain things, it makes you think. It makes you think, would they be so bold as to kill Omega off? I don't know. It sounds a little bit too crazy to be true, but it could be true. It could be. Tell me what you think in the chat. Tell me what you think, but I thought this poll was very interesting. Obviously, Crosshair has gone on this redemption arc. Most people think that he is going to die, and 60% of you do. And Hunter is right there, not very close behind, but he is behind in second place with 21%. I don't know. So I ask you guys, let me ask you guys this then in the chat. Put your most likely to die in this season. Just one person. Who's your one word, one person? Who's the most likely person that you think is going to die in this third and final season? Is it Hunter? Is it Crosshair? Is it Wrecker? Is it Omega? Is it Echo? Is it Rex, even though we know he survives and he's in Star Wars Rebels? Who is it? I see a Hunter. I see some Hunt. Oh, a lot of Hunters. A tank dead? What? Omega 100%. Oh my God, you guys are on the Omega train? Wrecker, Crosshair, Hemlock. Hemlock is a definite. I think Hemlock's dead for sure. Crosshair. Does that say Disney? What? Echo? Here's my thing with Echo. Why would they kill him? First of all, Echo died already in the Clone Wars, and he came back in Clone Wars Season 7. But he also hasn't been involved in this third season. So the same way I think Crosshair and Hunter will die because they've been so focused on in this third season, the same way that Tech was in Season 2 and then he died, I think a very similar thing is to say the opposite of Echo. I actually think that Echo won't die for that same reason. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It looks like a bunch of you, the majority of you guys are saying Hunter, with a lot of Crosshairs, a few Wreckers, a few Omegas, and a few Echoes. But the majority is Hunter and Crosshair, which I would absolutely agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. Echo is the last of Bravo Squad? Yeah. Wait, is he? Yeah, I think so. As far as we know, at least. Echo might die. I feel like Echo and Wrecker will survive. Interesting. Wrecker will survive too. I think in order for Omega to go off and do something else, to go off with Ventress and go on a different adventure, I think they're going to have to kill all of them off. Maybe even Echo included. The only reason that Echo I don't think is included is because he can go off with Rex, like he's already been doing. He already has been going off with Rex. So I think he'll just go off with Rex, and Omega will go off with Ventress. I think the other three, Hunter, Crosshair, and Wrecker, have to die in order for Omega to continue her story after this show. But again, Omega might die. I don't know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know. All of your theories, all of your speculations are valid until proven otherwise. Because yes, Hunter could die, but Hunter could survive. Crosshair could die, but Crosshair could survive. Wrecker could survive. Omega could die, but she could also survive. And we're at a very strange point with only 2 episodes left that everybody except for Captain Rex is up in the air right now. From Hemlock to Emery to Omega to the Bad Batch themselves, everybody's life is up in the air. With 2 episodes left, we have no idea what's going to happen. No clue. None in the slightest. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's so cool because these characters are vulnerable. These characters are up in the air. They could die. They couldn't die. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's very similar to The Mandalorian. The reason The Mandalorian is so good, the reason The Mandalorian has so much attention to it, is Grogu, Din Djarin, Cara Dune, who's no longer there, but Greef Karga, all these, Bo-Katan, all those characters aren't seen in the sequels. They aren't seen in anything after that. So they could live, but they could also die at any point, which is cool. It's way cooler when you know that. Like, knowing that Rex is going to survive, every high-stakes moment where he's in danger, you know he's going to live. But with the Bad Batch, every high-stake moment where they're getting shot out of the sky or they're getting shot at, they could die at any moment because they're not in anything else. It's pretty crazy. We know Wolf will survive too. Yeah, we know Wolf and Gregor will survive with Rex, but the two of them aren't really involved right now, so yeah. Stingray, what's up? How we doing? The Wizard Cat, how we doing? All right, let me catch up on some chats before I get way too far behind. Dr. Hemlock in the chat, what's up? Says Dr. Hemlock will kill one or more Force-sensitive kids, and Echo will die in episode 14. If Echo dies in episode 14, that would be absolutely insane. But let's talk about the Force-sensitive kids. So Omega is currently trying to make a prison break, one way out type deal, like from Andor, with these kids, these Force-sensitive kids from the vault. Now, their names are Eva is the girl, Jax is the boy. Is it Sammy is the girl? And what the hell's the little furry dude? What's his name again? Somebody help me out in the chat. Regardless, these Force-sensitive kids are going to escape with Omega. But are they going to make it out alive? Are these kids going to actually make it? What do we think? Do you guys think that these Force-sensitive kids and Omega are going to successfully break out of the vault? Because I don't think so. I think they're going to fail probably pretty miserably, and the Bad Batch are just going to arrive at the perfect timing to come help them out. Yeah. Byron, or Byron? Is it Byron? Or Baron? Baron, maybe? Is it Baron or Byron? Is Baron? Okay, Baron. Yeah. What do we think? Are these Force-sensitive kids making it out of this alive? Is this prison break going to work? Because we're going to see it probably tonight. This one-way out stuff might happen tonight. By the way, this is like the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. You want to laugh? You want to laugh? It's Omega's face cropped onto Kino Loy's. It's awesome. It's awesome. Probably not. You don't think the kids are going to survive? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think their lives are very up in the air. I think if they do survive, or if maybe some of them survive, then they could lead Omega again to Asajj Ventress. Because if Omega makes it out, the Bad Batch die, and she makes it out with a group of Force-sensitive kids, then she's going to the only logical thing to do there, I should say, is to call the only Force-sensitive person you really know. And at least that speaks English, because Gungi is like, so it would be Asajj Ventress, and she would have to call up Asajj and be like, I got these Force-sensitive kids that need protection, and then she'd be like, okay, and you want to come with me? And then she'd be like, yeah, and we'd be like, boom, and then we'd be like, oh yeah, cool, and then we'd be like, we're Jedi together, and we're going to have a cool spin-off show that's called the Asajj and Omega show, and we're going to be awesome. What do we think about that? No, I don't think they're gonna. I don't think Disney is gonna kill off a group of kids. I don't. That's why I think Omega's going to survive. That's why I think these kids are going to survive and make it out. Yeah. Nick says, "Can we hear your Gungi interpretation again?" No, it was a one-time thing only. It was a one-time thing. My Wookiee is terrible. Okay, it's awful. Here, I'll do it. Ready?
This is where the fun begins.
Damn, you guys missed it. I don't know what to tell you. You missed it. Okay. Where were we? Elmo equals Rex, Wolf, and Gregor. Oh, in that thing. Yeah, true, probably. Jesse, how we doing? Neon Victor says, I think that Crosshair will make the heroic sacrifice and will save Wrecker, Hunter, and Omega and help them leave Mount Tantus. I don't know. I don't think so. I think Hunter's definitely gone for sure. The Villa player? Is it Villa player? The Villa player says, I probably sound stupid, but I think you sound stupid. Now, I probably sound stupid, but I think the context from that tweet is Hunter, or maybe referring to the whole Bad Batch squad, watching Tantus fall apart, perhaps, while it explodes. Let's go take a look at the tweet again. Let's go take a gander at this tweet again, okay? Oh, wait, no, it was Kiner. It was Kiner who did it. All right, let's take a look at it again. This is the tweet. This is the picture in question. Now, you think that this is the Bad Batch? Elmo is the Bad Batch looking at Tantus blowing up? I don't think so. Yes, there's a T here, and T could stand for Tantus, but again, I think Tantus is too short. It would only go to about here. It could be the Bad Batch under here, which would be insane. I love how like they know exactly what they're doing here. They know exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing here. They put the T here that's peeking out the side on purpose to make people lose their mind because yes, the Bad Batch starts with T, but also Tantus starts with T, and also so does today. Like it could be anything at this point, but it does say hashtag the Bad Batch, so maybe I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But this does make us think that this could happen tonight because I don't know. Tech? What about tech? Oh, it could stand for tech. Interesting. But again, that would be way too short. Tech is only 4 letters. This T is pretty small, so it would only go to about like this R if it was tech. So it'd be pretty short. That's why I think it's a long word or a long phrase like the Bad Batch. But I don't know. Do we know what this explosion is from? Like what movie this explosion is from? Maybe that might have to do with some of it, as they've done that in the past. Yeah, I don't know. Soul says, I've been meaning to rewatch season 1 and season 2 in order to connect some dots, but I've been super busy, sadly. Yeah, I don't have, I mean, I guess I could. I'm watching Fallout right now. Anybody watching Fallout in the chat? Fallout is really, really good. Regardless, getting sidetracked again. Yeah, I want to go back and watch season 1 and season 2. I might have to do it after this season ends, but I want to connect some dots and see if there's some stuff in season 2 and season 1 that are being played out in this 3rd season. I think some bigger things like the Zilla Beast will obviously come into play, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. Sorry says, imagine if the cavalry is the Empire's reinforcements. Maybe Tarkin's coming in to destroy Tantus. Imagine the cavalry arriving that is the final episode's title is referring to is not the heroes at all. It's the villains, and the Empire shows up with the cavalry and absolutely just obliterates the Bad Batch. That would be insane. That would be absolutely wild and quite a twist, I must say. Nick says, everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. Palpatine kills the Bad Batch. You think so? I don't think Palpatine's coming in these final episodes. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Just because if he knows that Omega is the most important thing to his cloning efforts, he's never going to leave Omega alone. If Omega survives this series, she's going to be hunted down by the Empire forever. Yeah. CTA tank dead? What is CTA tank? I don't know what that means. Barbie What's Up says, Gonki will swoop in and save the Bad Batch. Imagine, like, the Bad Batch are pinned down. Omega's trying to make her escape, but she can't. Rex can't help because he just can't for some reason. Everybody else is dead. Everybody else is gone. And Gonki, not even in a ship, just Gonki flying with, like, thrusters from his feet, just swoops in, just poops out bombs and bombs Tantus. Swoops in, saves Omega, picks her up on his head and goes, gonk. Don't they just make a gonk? Gonk. That'd be hilarious. I love it. Great theory. Absolutely fantastic theory. My favorite so far, actually. Alex says, I am intrigued on how Echo will survive alone. Sure, he's an ARC trooper, But if he does die, then it's the end of Bravo Squad. Is it Bravo Squad? Not too sure. Starchip says, this is making me sad. The finale is going to be a tearjerker. Oh, 100%. We know that for a fact. This is going to be a sad end. We know that. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be a great ending. This third season has been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Round of applause to all the writers and people over at Lucasfilm for creating like an absolute perfect third season so far. If they stick the landing here, this might be one of the best seasons of Star Wars ever. Up there with like Ahsoka, Mando Season 2, Rebels Season 4, Clone Wars Season 7. Like, you're talking about some Clone Wars Season 5. You're talking about some peak Star Wars right now. And it's not getting the recognition that it deserves. This is some really, 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 really good Star Wars. And I feel like it's not really getting all the attention that it should have. If that makes sense. Yeah. T is for Tarkin. I doubt it. I doubt it. This is going to be intense tonight. I hope it is. I hope this week's episode's not just sort of like a lead into the finale type deal. I know it will be. There'll probably be a cliffhanger to the finale. But I hope it actually gives us some information, some new information and some important stuff that we haven't yet figured out. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. The Villa player says, maybe it means that Omega is watching the Bad Batch die with shock, of course. Yeah, I think that's probably the most likely thing that this is referring to. The Elmo is Omega, and the explosion is the Bad Batch. I think that's probably the most likely scenario here. But that would be... And Elmo doesn't look very sad here. It looks like he's smiling, so maybe Omega turns into a supervillain by the end of the show. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Alex says, I wonder how they will end the finale arc in only 2 episodes if they're 25 minutes each. They won't be. The finale... Tonight's episode might be only like 25 minutes, but the finale is going to be over an hour. I don't know that for sure, but I think that it's likely to happen. Yeah. Yeah. General Grievous, what is up? How we doing? Alex says, flash strikes might mean an assault that is really quickly operated. Yeah, but is that going to be the Bad Batch making the assault? Or is it going to be the Empire making the assault on the Bad Batch? That's sort of the big question. And if it is the Bad Batch making this flash strike on the Empire, then what is the retaliation of the Empire? Are they going to send off the Zillo Beast at them? I don't think so. I think it's more likely that they already have an army there, because there is an army pretty much on Tantus. It's one of the most secure Imperial bases in the entire galaxy. So it's likely that they have a lot of firepower there, for sure. Brandon says, I am interested to see what happens in tonight's episode of The Bad Batch. Me too. I think tonight's episode is going to be really interesting because it's not the end. We obviously have another episode after it, but it's more of a question of what's going to happen tonight. What's going to happen tonight? It's a big question. Yeah. Yeah. Rational thinking is tech is gone. I think so too, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, let me change this poll up real quick because it's Rampart right now, and majority of you don't think that Rampart's going to turn, but that is still a pretty high percentage of you that do think he will turn. All right, let's pull this up. The question we've all been waiting for: who is the clone? Oops. Clone assassin. Is it Tech? Is it Cody? Is it clone of Crosshair? Or is it nobody? Or is it somebody else? I only get 4 options, so those are your 4 options. Is it nobody? Is it Tech? Is it Cody? Is it clone of Crosshair? Or is it somebody else that you guys think it could be? And the biggest question that you guys have to answer in the chat is, do you think we will ever find out? It's come to a point now where the Bad Batch are on their way to Tantus. Omega's already on Tantus. Hemlock's already on Tantus. Emery's already on Tantus. The clone assassin dropped Omega off and left Tantus. So he's not there. Now, we know that there's this room with other clone assassins that are in the works with Hemlock, and that'll probably come into play in the finale. But are we ever going to actually find out who this clone assassin from the first 13 episodes is? Are we ever going to find out, or are they just going to leave it as it is? Leave it as a mystery, leave it as it's nobody, leave it as who cares, leave it as it was nothing. Will we ever find out? What do we think? And right off the bat, we got 39% of you thinking it's Cody. Interesting. I think Cody would be the coolest one because obviously Cody's the GOAT. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. We'll see where this poll ends out at because we'll just leave it up there for a little while. Yeah. Okay. Hebe King says, I think the clone assassin is Cody, but why did Tech die? I mean, what good happened on a redo, whatever, that was good for the Bad Batch? Why would they just kill him off like that? I mean, maybe we'll see Tech in a Bacta tank. Well, Tech's death was very important at the end of that because he sacrifices himself to save all of his brothers, all the other Bad Batch members. His sacrifice led them all to survive. They were all going to die if he didn't sacrifice himself in that scenario. So his death was extremely meaningful, but I don't know if we'll see him in this third season. The Wizard Cat says, Sid will die and Wrecker will be dead by the end of the season. Sid will die? Here's the thing. Sid has been mentioned in this season by the clone assassin who went to interrogate her, but she hasn't been seen yet. And I honestly don't even think that she will be seen. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think they will all die and Rex will show up too late. I think that's a possibility. I think Rex showing up like perfect time to just scoop up Omega, but the Bad Batch are already dead. That could be a scenario. The Bad Batch have to do it themselves because Rex is taking too long and they blow up the base and sacrifice themselves and Omega gets out, but Rex just comes in time just to pick her up. That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be wild. Listen, Omega is going to sacrifice herself to help the galaxy to protect it. I don't think so. The Bad Batch survived, Mike. I'm speaking it into existence. Okay. Rampart is like an aging Callus. Could be. James, what's up, says, we're talking about a series that kills off kids all the time. Look at Anakin, who killed off kids in Order 66. Yeah, but it's a little bit different in this scenario, I think. But we'll see. Calypso, what's up, Calypso? Says, is it Calypso? Calypso? I think so. Technically, when a villain/antagonist gets redeemed, most writers don't want to do further, so the character is typically killed off and via the ultimate sacrifice. So R.I.P. Crosshair. Yeah, I think so too. I think Crosshair has gone on this perfect arc over the course of the 3 seasons where he's the villain in the first season. He's kind of like redeeming himself in the second season. He's fully redeemed in the third season, and he's going to make the ultimate sacrifice to save everybody. I could not agree more. I think so. Yeah. I think so. Crosshair, Hunter, Wrecker, and Echo will all die and give us crazy shots. What? The Cat Wizard says, what's the point of killing Crosshair when it took almost 3 seasons for his redemption? Besides, he's not the sniper that he used to be. Exactly, but they're setting up for him to hit a final shot that saves the day, saves everybody, and we live happily ever after. Like, he's going to save the day, and they've set him up in this 3rd season to do so. The shaky hands, the missing the shot, the missing the trackers, like, all that is leading to him finally hitting the final shot to save the day. I think so, at least. But you guys tell me. If Fives could live at this point of the timeline, he would be as skilled as Echo. Well, Echo's more robot than he is man, so it's a little bit different. Omega and Crosshair are going to survive. I don't think so. I don't think Crosshair is going to survive. I don't think so. Hebe King says, oh, I already read that. You sent it twice, I think. John Grimm says, Bad Batch survive and become Task Force 99. I don't hate that theory, but I also hate that theory. If the Bad Batch survive and get brainwashed, turned into bad guys, then what's the point of the entire show at that point? You know? What if Wrecker loses an arm or something like that, but he survives? That would be pretty wild. That would be something we wouldn't expect. If Wrecker survived, but he like lost a limb or something. He went all Skywalker on us, where he just lost a hand or something. That'd be quick. That'd be crazy. That's some bomb water, but now it's empty. Can I get some good cups follow orders in the chat, please? We got almost 60 people here. Can I get 60 different, do not spam it, good cups follow orders in the chat, please? I filled it to the top today. Oh, while we're at it, guys, become a member. It's the best way to support the channel. It's only 99 cents. The link is in the description below to become a member. It's the best way to support the channel. We got a giveaway coming up. What's today's date? Next week. A giveaway coming up a week from today, actually. A week from today is the giveaway at the end of the month. So if you're a member, you get instant access to that giveaway. So don't forget to become a member today so that you can get instant access to that giveaway next week. Okay, cool. Just had to shout that out really quickly. And, of course, the free Discord in the description below as well, as always. Stingray says, the uncertainty of what's to come is terrifying and exhilarating. Yeah, it's very exciting. We obviously know it's going to be a sad ending, so we got the tissues ready. We're ready to roll, but it's going to be a fun ending. Yeah. JS says, we know that Wolf survives too. I think Wolf will clearly reappear. I don't know. I don't know if Wolf is going to show up with Rex or whatever happens there. I don't know. I don't know. B-Man says, is there going to be a watch party tonight? Yes, there is. So at 2:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is a watch party for this upcoming episode of The Bad Batch, for sure. Yeah. We only have 2 more watch parties left. That's kind of a bummer. Honestly, I hate waking up at 3 in the morning. It ruins my entire sleep schedule and ruins my entire Wednesdays. But it is very fun to watch all the episodes together with you guys. But yeah, that we only have 2 more. That's crazy. And The Acolyte seems to be coming out at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays, like the Ahsoka show did. Yeah. Which is good. The thing is that they might do another show, but is there a Clone Resistance show or an Asajj one? In the first one, Omega dies, and the second one, the rest of the Bad Batch do. Yeah, so it's kind of could go 2 different ways. If Omega does die in this final couple episodes here, then it could be a show about the Clone Rebellion with Rex and Wolf and Gregor and what they do to start the rebellion and help the clones. But if Omega doesn't die and goes off with Asajj Ventress, then it could be an Asajj and Omega show. Soul says, isn't Bo-Katan in her late 50s / early 60s in The Mandalorian? I think she's in her 40s or 50s. Yeah, something like that. Ventress trains Omega and the little kids. That would be pretty crazy. Like, Ventress just starts up her own Jedi Academy. Whew, that'd be wild. That would be wild. Starship says, no, I think they'll get caught and have some and the prison break doesn't happen yet. So you don't think the prison break happens tonight? I think while the Bad Batch are doing this flash strike or whatever's going down above the planet, inside of Tantus, we're going to see Omega and the other kids try to escape. It's just going to be a very good continuation of the last episode. Yeah. The Wizard Cat says, Wrecker may die and Hunter may lose an arm. I came to that theory where they killed a fat one of the Transformers movies off. Wait, what? What? I don't know what that means. Okay, moving on. JS says maybe he'll do the Gungi impression again for $5. Okay, yeah, deal. If somebody sends in $5, I'll do a Gungi impression again. Absolutely, I'll do all the impressions you guys want for $5. Star Wars. Hang on. Star Wars impressions only. I had to put a quick stop to that very quickly. Okay. Barbie says, have Arnold Schwarzenegger voice Gungi. That would be rad. I'll do that for $5. Mandalorian Legion says, if we see Tantus get destroyed, I wonder what they will do in the finale. Yeah, I don't think that could happen in tonight's episode because then what would you do for the finale? There would really be nothing left. So I don't think so. Not tonight. Jimbo, what's up, Jimbo? For Omega to leave the Bad Batch and join Ventress, I consider that Hunter has to die. Yeah, in order for Omega to leave the Bad Batch, then we're going to have all the Bad Batch die. For her to go off and do, like, she wouldn't leave just Hunter or just Crosshair or just Wrecker after all the other Bad Batch members died. Like, she wouldn't just leave them. That would just, no, she wouldn't do that. No. Be honest, Mike, you want to see Sid again? No, definitely not. No. Alex says, because I'm guessing there's only one entrance on Tannis. Oh, no, there's definitely a bunch of entrances. Maybe only one docking bay, but there's got to be some other entrances. I think everyone will leave Tantis to the Zilla Beast. You think so? I think Tantis will be destroyed, and the Zilla Beast will just live there as sort of like just a existence. Whoa! What if? Hear me out on this one. What if Thrawn in Ahsoka in the Mandoverse, and years later after the original trilogy, Thrawn goes back to Tantis and finds the Zilla Beast, and uses the Night Sisters and their magic and all that stuff to sort of tame the Zilla Beast, or at least use it to his own advantage. And then we actually get to see the Zilla Beast in live action. Imagine Zilla Beast versus Mythazar. Oh, you're talking like King Kong versus Godzilla now. You're talking about greatness. Greatness awaits. Greatness awaits. That'd be wild. Neon Victor says, I just finished Fallout yesterday. Such an amazing series. Can't wait for season 2. I can't wait for season 2 either. I'm only on episode 7 though, so I'm not done with this first season, but it is incredible. I love this show. It's so good. And I never played any of the Fallout games, so I don't really know. I'm learning all the lore as we go here, but it is an incredible show, I must say. I must say. Yeah. Alex says, what? In the next episode, CX2 will make them struggle. I don't even know if we'll see the clone assassin in the next episode. Like, I don't see where he will come in. I'd love to see him, but I don't know where he would. Jeez. Ah!
I got a bad feeling about this.
Thought I was just going to die there. Tony says, the picture comes from the atomic test at the Bikini Adels, sure, and those are the Imperial warships lined up in the foreground of the blast. Ah, I see. I see. Thanks. Thanks, Tony. We need to see that triangular Dorito ship from on the clip of the finale. Do we see it again? Oh, yeah, you're right. You are correct. Let's actually take a gander over at that. Let's go watch the Bad Batch trailer that came out just a few weeks ago here. That we yeah, this one right here. Whoops, that's loud. All right, let's watch this trailer because there's still some scenes that we haven't seen yet that will be coming in these next two episodes. Have some water? Yeah, let me have some water. Thank you. Chat looking out for me. Mythazar versus Zilla Beast. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. All right, let's watch this. So there's a few scenes in this and some lines that we haven't heard yet.
You are a vital piece to our work here.
Secure the future of this empire.
The Empire's targeting us. If we all go in, we're not all making it out.
We're going down. Strap in.
Abort the mission.
Negative.
Okay, so this came out 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, so we have seen some of these scenes from just the beginning of the season or from last week's episode. But this scene we have not seen yet. This is Omega in some sort of hallway on Tantis. Yeah, I don't think we've seen this yet. It looks like she's looking at something very important here. Like, could she be looking at the Zilla Beast here? Or maybe some big reveal? Like, is she looking at tech in a back-to-tank or something? Like, what's going on here? What's going on here? I don't know. But regardless, this is a scene we have not seen yet.
You are a vital.
Now we've seen this. This is obviously from episode 3 with Palpatine coming to Tantis to see inside the Project Necromancer vault and all that stuff.
Piece to our work here.
We got to see that in the last episode.
Secure the future of this empire.
The Empire's targeting us. If we all go in, we're not all making it out.
So we've seen all those scenes, but what Crosshair says about if we all go in, we aren't all making it out, that is a line that we haven't heard him say yet. So it's likely that this is referring to a death coming very soon, and Crosshair's alluding to it. If we all go in there, we're not all making it out. And I actually think we will hear that line tonight because it's probably going to lead us into the finale. But regardless, that's a big line. We haven't heard it yet.
We're going down. Strap in.
Captain Rex saying we're going down, strap in. Now, I don't think we've heard this yet, but it is a little bit of a trailer magic because this is Hunter, and he is flying flying a ship on Tantus, and we know that Rex is not there with them. So I wonder if Rex is going to show up, or if he's already said this or not. I do not know. This is them crashing in the ship that they took to Tantus again. We have not seen this yet. We saw that. That was the Marauder exploding.
Abort the mission.
Negative.
So that was a little bit of a trailer magic again. Abort the mission. Negative. We heard that last week's episode with it was Rampart. I was right. Rampart saying abort the mission, and Hunter saying negative as they latched on to jump into hyperspace. But it's a little bit of magic, you know. Catherine, what's up? Joe, what is up?
Abort the mission.
Negative.
So this scene we haven't seen. Nope, we've seen that Rex scene. We haven't seen this. They're getting shot down here. This is on Tantus, obviously. We haven't seen that yet. This is them. All right, so this was what we were talking about here. If you can see on the right side of your screen, I'll bring it all the way over here. Right here is the flying Dorito. This is the clone assassin's ship. As far as we know, it could be something else that's shaped like that, but it looks very muchly like his ship. So it's likely that this flying Dorito thing right here is the clone assassin's ship, meaning he will come back and he will play a role in these next 2 episodes, which is pretty damn cool. But it might not be his ship. It could just be a sort of a trailer magic again, but we'll see. Leonardo, what's up? I'll get to your theory in a second, Leonardo. Sorry, I'm just very far behind on chats. I'll get to it in a sec. But this ship is crashing right now. And you got Hunter right there and Crosshair right there hanging out of this ship as they're crashing, which does not seem ideal. But regardless, they're doing it. And that's it. That's it. That's all the new scenes. That's all this new trailer has to offer, but that's a lot. It is a lot. Yeah. Mulbone says, on your Discord video section, here's a scene from Castle in the Sky where the robot destroys fortress inside. I don't know what that is, but okay. Thanks. I don't know what that means, but yes, thank you. Thank you. If you guys haven't yet, join the freaking Discord in the description below. Get on it. Jeez. All right, let me catch up on these chats here. Batcher calls up an animal attack, and that's the cavalry. I wonder if we'll see Batcher again. Batcher and Gonki obviously got left behind on Pabu, but I wonder if we'll see him again. I wonder if we'll see him. Jimbo says, I think the final episode will be a much longer episode. All the finales that we've been getting, matching the names, Return to Camino, Camino Lost is the second, The Summit, and then Plan 99, Flash Strikes, and the Cavalry. Ooh, interesting. So you're saying that tonight's episode is going to be a direct reference to the final episode. So the first season was Return to Camino, and then Camino Lost. And then it was The Summit, and then Plan 99. Then this season is Flash Strike, and then the Cavalry has arrived. So whatever the Flash Strike is probably going to lead to the Cavalry arriving, is what you're saying? So maybe the Cavalry is referring to Rex and all the others. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool. I'm looking forward to it. The Wizard Cat says, imagine the Emperor's so mad because Hemlock couldn't make real progress with Omega. You think the Emperor's going to come? All right, let's pull this up. I got to know. I got to know. First of all, I want to know where this poll ended out. But let me ask you guys this. By the way, that poll says, who's the clone assassin? 35% of you say Tech. 28% say Cody. 26% say nobody. And 8% say the clone of Crosshair. That's pretty wild. Honestly, that's very close. 35, 28, 26. That's insanely close. That's wild. Okay, let's pull this up. Do you think we will see Palpatine in these last 2 episodes? Yes or no? Do you think we'll see Palpatine in the last 2 episodes? If you do see him, it changes almost everything. Omega surviving or not is very dependent on whether or not Palpatine's in these next 2 episodes, but we'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think? What do we think? All right, let me catch up on these chats because I'm so far behind. Where was I? Oh, John Groom says, if Omega runs from Palpatine, then he would burn everywhere and kill everyone she meets until she turns herself in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Palpatine is in the next 2 episodes, then there's no way that he's going to let Omega just leave. That's not a scenario that could happen. That's why I think it's a problem. Yeah. Jimbo says, also, nothing from the finale has been shown yet in any of the trailers, plus not even the critics have seen it. Well, we don't know that for sure. The trailer we just watched could have some scenes that are from the finale, but yeah, they could be from this next episode, true. But yeah, the critics have definitely not seen the finale. They've seen all the episodes leading up into the finale, but they haven't seen the finale itself. True. Rose says, anyone worried that Dr. Scalder will coerce one of the kids to rat on Omega? Maybe. Dr. Scalder is obviously a interesting character because she was just introduced like last week, and obviously she's got to be like the evil version of Emery type deal, and Emery's probably going to have to kill her or something like that come down the line. But we'll see. Tarkin ordering a destroyer, a Taun destroyer for Tantus because they failed to keep the planet secure. Maybe Tarkin could definitely come into play here because Tarkin came in and sort of killed Krennic and then took over the Death Star plans. We could see a very similar thing happening here with Mount Tantus. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. John Groom says, Villa are a really bad professional football team in England. I'm guessing by football you mean soccer. Damn. Oh, okay, cool. They're a very bad professional team? Okay. Fearless says, it's Wrecker because he likes to blow things up. Oh, you're saying that this is Wrecker because he likes to blow things up? Could be. Could be. I could see it. Skywalker Academy says, Brad Rao and Jennifer Colbert are ripping our hearts out with this last season of The Bad Batch. See you tonight. I must go work outside and touch grass. I was on my phone for most of the show. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you. What time is the watch party? 2:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The most likely thing is Nala Se sacrificing herself with some explosive blowing up all of Tantus. Well, I think the Bad Batch are probably going to blow up Tantus. But yes, Nala Se is probably going to be in on it for sure. You will try. What is up? You will try.
Incorrect.
Nick says, if I remember correctly, the penultimate episode from last season was better than the finale. Well, kind of. Last season, the penultimate episode involved the summit with Tarkin and Krennic and Hemlock, and the Bad Batch trying to put a tracker on Dr. Hemlock's ship so that they could find the location of Tantus. Because Crosshair was there, and they wanted to go save him and the other clones. That led to the finale having them be on that planet and having Tech die, and then Omega be captured and all that stuff with Hemlock on and Sid turning on them. Like, that was the finale. I think the finale was probably better than the penultimate episode, but yes, the penultimate episode and the finale were both really good. I expect tonight's episode to be really, really good as well. And then obviously the finale is going to be incredible, but we'll see. Only Tech used the word domicile. It is there's so much evidence to support Tech being the clone assassin, and there's so much evidence to support that Cody can be too, and even a clone of Crosshair, I could see it. But I just don't know if it's going to be a relevant topic anymore. I don't know if it's going to be important enough for just the 2 episodes remaining. Now, seeing the flying Dorito in the background of that trailer gives me hope that we will be seeing it again. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Jimbo says, I think if it's going to be somebody important, the clone assassin that is, then it will be Tech or Cody. It makes no sense for the Bad Batch storyline. He was only in... Oh, Cody makes no sense for the Bad Batch storyline. He was only in 1 episode, and he wasn't that much of an impact on the actual batch. True, but not really. Cody knows who... Cody. Crosshair knows who Cody is. What is the Flying Dorito? Didn't see that. The Flying Dorito is the clone assassin's ship. I'll show you. Clone assassin's ship. Bad Batch. What? I guess this is the only picture I can find of it. This is the clone. What? No, that's not what I wanted. Open in a new. What the heck? What's going on here? Okay, here it is. This is the Flying Dorito. This is the clone assassin's ship. It looks like a Dorito, so we just call it the Flying Dorito. So we kind of see it in the background of that trailer. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it wasn't letting me open that. Weird. Regardless. Like Marok, the clone assassin is drawing our attention away from the important theories. Well, no. I mean, we're obviously theorizing about other things, but I think that the... what's up, Mel? I think that the clone assassin is a very important character. Dorito's ship. Yeah, it looks like a Dorito. Yeah. Nick says, what if everyone survived except for one member of the Bad Batch, whose death would impact you the most? For me, it's Hunter, the original father figure. Who would impact me the most? Well, impact me the most would probably be Crosshair because he's my favorite character. But I think that to Omega, the most important person will be Hunter. Now, she has grown very close with Crosshair in this 3rd and final season, but she's been close with Hunter for the whole show. So I think Hunter would probably be the most emotional to Omega, but Crosshair would be probably the most impactful on me, if that's the question. Yeah. I think the more important question here is how many clone assassins are there? We've already seen 3, and there's 3 more pods from the frame in one of the trailers. Yeah, so that's a very important question too. There are at least 6 clone assassins. We've already seen 3 of them. 1's still running around, but that means there's 3 more. And those 3 more clone assassins might come into play in this final 2 episodes here. Yeah. The Realm of Darkside, that's a sick name and a sick logo. That is such a cool profile picture. Says, I think the clone assassin is Tech. They're not going to kill off Cody when he doesn't appear much. They will save him for another show. I think there's some more evidence to support that it could be Tech. There's evidence to support both, but I see what you're saying. Cody is such an important clone that they would want to give him a proper ending. I would think, though, a very good ending for Cody's character would be if Rex comes in and accidentally / purposely kills him, unknowing that it is Cody, and then he rips the helmet off and he sees it's Cody, and he's like, oh my god, what have I done? What have I done? It'd be like Anakin in Revenge of the Sith, and it would allow more parallels between Anakin and his freaking clone, Captain Rex. It would be awesome, but it would be sad, but it would be awesome, if you know what I mean. So I think Cody would be really cool for that reason. But yes, Tech would be most sort of meaningful to the Bad Batch, 100%. Yeah. I think Wrecker and Hunter will die, while Crosshair, Omega, and Echo will survive. Just a theory. I appreciate your theory, but you're wrong. No, just kidding. Leonardo, what's up, says, question, what is your favorite Legends character? Well, I actually don't even know if he's considered Legends anymore, because I believe he is in The Rise of Skywalker as a statue. But Revan. It's Revan hands down. Revan is so... I mean, it's obviously like the cop-out answer, I guess, because he's just so popular and so cool. But Revan, I mean, his arc is just the best. He's like Anakin almost, but cooler to an extent. Revan is probably my favorite Legends character, but if you would consider him canon, then I would probably say Mara Jade Mara Jade has, I mean, she could still come into canon in a world kind of like that, but it's possible, I guess. But just her relationship with Luke in Legends, and then obviously her backstory being the hand of Palpatine and stuff like that. She's a very cool character. Very, very cool character. Yeah. Yeah. Revan was in The Rise of Skywalker. He wasn't in the movie, obviously. You weren't like, oh, I missed Darth Revan. Where was that? I'm pretty sure one of the statues on Exegol, when Ben Solo first, or Kylo Ren first arrives on Exegol, when he's coming down like that weird elevator, one of the statues behind him is Revan. So it technically means that his character is in canon, because there's a statue of him in canon. Same as Plagueis being canon because of Darth Plagueis the Wise. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't consider him as a character to be canon yet because we haven't seen any stories about him yet. But he is, I think, as a statue in Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. Great question, though. What is everybody else's favorite Legends character? What do we think? Throw your favorite Legends character in the chat. Kyle says, hi, I'm looking for my dog. Has anybody seen him? I have not seen your dog. I don't know. Does your dog look like a green alien? Then maybe he's right here. He's eating cookies, too. Taking good care of him. Okay. Where was I? Look at all those Good Cups Fall orders. How amazing. Mike, do you think that tonight's episode is going to be divisive? Divisive? I mean, any killing or indicative stuff for the last episode? Oh, you mean like anybody's going to die like decisively tonight? Maybe. Darth Nihilus, that's a great one. Captain Frodo, good one. Is it Captain Frodo's not canon? Starkiller, yeah, Starkiller's a great one. Yeah. Starkiller, that's true. I forgot about Starkiller, damn it. Starkiller's up there on my list too, for sure. Darth Talon, that's a good one too. MC, what's up? Those are some good Legends ones, for sure. For sure. Okay. The Cat Wizard says, I think only Hunter will die, and it will be worth, because it'd only be worth killing Crosshair if he was in his prime. Well, I think that's kind of the reason they will kill Crosshair off, is he's struggled to make his shots all season. So when he actually finally hits that shot, it'll be to kind of sacrifice himself and save everybody else. Yeah. JS says, maybe the Bad Batch, most of them, if not all of them, survive, but they get separated from Omega, but don't know that she survived. And Omega thinks that the Bad Batch died too. So you're saying that they all survive, but they got separated, so they think that both of them died. So the Bad Batch think that Omega died, and Omega thinks the Bad Batch died, and they just forget about each other? I doubt that. Leonardo says, I'm in class, so I got to go. So I got a shout out. Huge shout out to Leonardo. Leonardo, I will get to your theory eventually, but I'm still catching up on these chats. I appreciate it, though. Have fun in class. But not too much fun, you know? Rose says, I think the writers are being very clever, not letting us know what's next in this show, or what's next after this show, whether it's a Clone Rebellion or a Hidden Path show, because it completely gives away the end of the Bad Batch. Oh, I 100% agree. They've kept this quite a secret for quite a long time. Think about it. We didn't know that Tales of the Empire was coming, which is only in 2 weeks, by the way, guys, or a week and a half almost. We didn't know that Tales of the Empire was coming until like 2 weeks ago. So they don't have to announce this next animated show, whether it's a Hidden Path show or a Clone Rebellion show, if it's Omega and Ventress or whatever. They don't have to announce that until like forever. They don't really ever have to announce it until it's almost ready. So I hope that the end of this season will tell us where we're going next with either a Clone Rebellion show or a Omega and Ventress show. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay? Star Wars for Life says, someone do the $5. Yeah, so that's the deal now. From now on, if you guys want me to do an impression of a Star Wars character, it's going to be terrible. Let me just preface. It's going to be very, very bad. But any donation, $2, $5, 99 cents, a penny, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Dr. Hemlock says, fun fact, Dr. Hemlock is actually named after a poisonous plant. So hemlock using a poison gas is logical. Hemlock is named after a poisonous plant? That's genius. That's just genius writing right there. Yeah. I definitely think hemlock's poison gas is way more important. Like, there's no reason for them to introduce that if they're not going to use it again. And we haven't seen it since. It was used once on Crosshair, and we haven't seen it used ever again. I think it has to show up in the finale. Has to. Because there's no other reason for them to introduce the gas, show that Hemlock was immune to it. Like, there was no reason to do that unless they were going to make it something of importance further down the line. Yeah. In order to kill all the Bad Batch, they should all have epic deaths, and that's the final wish of a soldier. Yeah, I think they're going to have an epic death, sacrificing themselves probably to save everybody else, but I just don't know if they will all die together or if they'll spend like a specific time watching each one of them die. I think that's like going to take too long, so I think they'll probably all die together. It's more likely. Dinosaur God, what's up? How's it going? Says, I'm scared for the last 2 episodes. I'm really scared. I'm scared too, just to see who's going to die and who's not, but we'll see. Super Gaming Jay says, Zillow Beast versus Mythazar would be amazing. I agree with that. I agree with that. Clone Assassin will be revealed in the finale. We need to see it. I think so too. I think we need to see it, but I'm just worried that they're not going to give it to us at this point. Imagine Rampart is the new leader of the Bad Batch. That would be a disaster. I don't think they'll do that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Wow. 61% of you guys think that Palpatine will show up in these final 2 episodes. That's actually shocking to me. I don't think so. I think that would be a big surprise if Palpatine showed up, because then Omega becomes way too important to him for him to let her go and never think about her again unless he thinks she dies or something. That's crazy. 60% of you guys, over 60% of you guys think that Palpatine's going to show up. That's wild. That is wild. Who else do you guys think is going to show up? Leonardo says, I think Echo will lose his Scomp Link arm. Oh, like his robot arm? I don't know. Maybe. Interesting. Omega's scene from season 3, episode 3. Omega's scene is from what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Boba lived and he got eaten. That's true. Boba did live from the Sarlacc pit, for sure. Joe, what is up? What is up? Skywalker Academy says, Jungle episode was episode 2. I know. I did almost leave, but I came back. Okay. Thanks. What's up, Catherine? Imagine Hemlock messing up the new Emperor's clone body, stripping him from his powers. Well, here's the thing. Palpatine eventually makes a clone of himself that doesn't have Force sensitivity, and that is Dathan, and that is Rey's dad, which is a direct connection to the sequels. But he doesn't create him until he moves to Exegol. But he doesn't move to Exegol until after the Bad Batch. So something has to happen to Tantus. Probably it gets blown up, and then Palpatine leaves to go to Exegol. And then all the cloning efforts happen there. But if he had Omega's blood, or if he had Omega specifically, then he would have easily been able to create a Force-sensitive clone with Force sensitivity. And Dathan wouldn't have existed. So Omega is not going to be captured by the Empire by the end of the show, because then the sequels wouldn't really work. Yeah. And maybe some of you want that to happen because you want the sequels to be retconned, but that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. Yeah. Star Wars for Life says, they just brought Echo back just to kill him off? I don't think so. That's why I think Echo won't die. It's because he just came back in the Clone Wars Season 7, which wasn't that long ago. So I don't think they'll kill off Echo. I think Echo will survive. Yeah. Sorry says, isn't Rex's quote from episode 7 where the clone assassin shoots them down? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that Rex line from the trailer has already been heard before. Yeah. Rampart raising Omega without the Empire? No, I hope not. I hope not.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I hope not. It's what I imagine the Zilla Beast would be like destroying the inside of Tantus. I think the Zilla Beast will destroy Tantus, or at least play a role in destroying Tantus, for sure. Yeah. Oh my god, it just scrolled down to the bottom. No! Oh, here we go. Here we go. Maybe not in person, but Palpatine will definitely be there in some form. So like a hologram. I could see a hologram of Palpatine. But if he's there in person, that would just change everything. Kevin and Jennifer just tweeted again. Cody, you are the best. Did they really? Or are you just messing with me? You're either the best if they actually did, or you're the worst if they didn't. Oh, they did. Oh, they did. Thanks, Cody. I appreciate that. Huge shout out to GTO Cody for realizing that they tweeted out again. So we got some new tweets. 19 minutes ago, we got some new tweets. Here we go. So this, I don't know what movie this is from. Is this Luca? The movie Luca, or is it the other one? It's a Disney movie nonetheless. It just says hashtag the Bad Batch, and this is Kiner's music one. So redacted and redacted. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It looks like a father and a mother throwing their kid into the water. I've never seen this movie, so I don't know what it's referring to. I do not know what it's referring to. But what do you guys think this is? Oh, we got a letter peeking out there too. It looks like maybe the top of a T or top of a straight line letter, like an I or a T. Probably a T. What do we think? What is this? Luca? It is Luca? I've never seen Luca, so what is this? What is this? Should we ask them? This makes no sense. Please help. Now, let's actually ask something. Let's ask something real. What should we ask them? Because they might respond. They respond to some chats here. They might respond to us. What should we ask? This is pretty funny. This is pretty funny. The kid is a sea monster in the film, I think. Yeah, doesn't he like turn into a monster or something? Something like that? I don't even know. I've never seen it. Alex says, legacy characters are kept for Tales of the Empire. That's true. They're going to be in Tales of the Empire for sure. All right, I think we should respond with... Oh, I get it now. Thanks. That good? Okay, here we go. Tony says, the parents of Luca are trying to locate him, but this kid being tossed back into the sea is not him. Oh, okay, interesting. So this is not him, and they're throwing him back into the sea. So how would that go to the Bad Batch? Nick says, in this scene, the father is trying to get his son, but his son is an alternate form? What? How does that have anything to do with the Bad Batch? Mando United says, one for the Bad Batch reaching for the other kids? The Bad Batch reaching for the other kids? Is it Omega? Interesting. Maybe. I have no idea. Should we ask? Or should we just say, oh, I get it now, thanks. I get it now, thanks. This was really helpful. Should we do like a really old not? Oh, what the hell? What did I just do? How did that happen? How do I keep doing this? Close that. What? I don't know. I'm pressing random buttons today. That was really helpful. Not. Is that a good answer? Is that a good reply? Is that a good reply? Yes, ask it. Ask it. It's making sense now. Yeah, it's all making sense now. This is perfect. Okay, let's say that. We're responding with, oh, I get it now, thanks. This was really helpful. Not. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll reply with that. All right, now let's go see what Jennifer tweeted. Well, I have no idea what this means. Somebody who's seen the movie has to help me out on that one. All right, Jennifer says this. What is that? It's the penultimate episode of The Bad Batch dropping in less than 12 hours, written by Matt. This dude, okay. So, and it's just shaking water. This could be the Zilla Beast, because, you know, when in like scary movies, when they do like the The thing, you know? The thing with the thing, you know? You guys know what I'm talking about? See, like, even this... Are you kidding me? This is the director of cinematography on The Bad Batch, and he said, ooh, good one. And she sent back the winky thing. Ugh. Here it comes. Fascinating. This is great. This is so perfect. This is amazing. Okay. I gotta respond to this. Wait, what? Post your reply? Okay. that is incredible. Okay. Yes, so this person thinks it's a Zilla Beast too. All right, we gotta respond with Zilla Beast, question mark. All right. Zilla Beast? That's our response. So could this be referring to the Zilla Beast coming in? And who is this Matt dude? Did he tweet something? He is a gamer, producer, writer on The Bad Batch, Clone Wars, Rebels. Cool. William Shatner. All right, I don't think he's... Hang on, only 2 episodes left? Yeah, he's not really tweeting anything. What about the other guy? Did he tweet anything? The director of cinematography? No, not yet. He hasn't. Okay, so Kiner Music's one was pretty confusing. Remember, these are cryptic tweets, not on-the-nose tweets. Thanks a lot, Jennifer. That helps quite a bit. Not. I don't know. I really don't know. Could be the Zilla Beast. Jurassic Park Zilla Beast? I think so. I think it could be Zilla Beast. But she's saying, again, they're cryptic and not on the nose, so it might not be the Zilla Beast. Maybe it's Omega walking really loudly. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what that one means, and I definitely don't know what this one means. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, somebody liked it. Everybody go like my tweet. Rampart, maybe? Oh, maybe they're throwing Rampart away because he's not a part of the Bad Batch. Maybe this is Rampart being tossed by the Bad Batch. That would be wild. Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Bad Batch getting tossed, that would be cool. People seem to think it's Rampart being tossed. That would be wild. That would be wild. That would be wild. This is hilarious. This is genius. So people seem to think it's Rampart being tossed. That could be a possibility. Could be a possibility. Omega clone? Oh, maybe because this is supposed to be like a kid that looks like him. Interesting. Could be a clone of Omega, or maybe a what if it's just the clone assassin? This is Hemlock. This is the clone assassin, and he's just throwing him away because he means nothing. He means absolutely nothing. And then the next clone assassin comes in. Rampart being tossed away for what? Maybe he's not useful anymore and he wants to be free, so they let him free. What if it's Hemlock and a clone assassin? That would be kind of wild. That would be wild. I don't know. Some more cryptic stuff that we won't know until we watch the episode, I guess. But that does get me more excited, I guess. I don't know. I want to know. I want to know. Helter Skelter, what's up? May the Force be with you. Just Tim, how we doing? Says maybe somehow the Empire will think that she is dead at the end. Yeah, that's a possibility. She could have died in the explosion of Tantus, but somehow survived. Could happen. Could happen. For sure. Helter Skelter says, will Project be paused while the Empire/Tarkin concentrates on Project Stardust, which is the Death Star, obviously? It won't be paused. I think it'll just be moved to Exegol unless people will know about it. Yeah. Yeah. Omega will survive and go into hiding like Grogu. Stay hidden for around 30 years, and then after being taken from the Jedi Temple. Oh, you mean hidden like Grogu was? Maybe. Senor Mula, what's up? Says this is now my the best Star Wars channel. Senor Mula, I really do appreciate that. I really, really do. We just hit, actually, big shout out, we just hit 48,000 subscribers today. That was very, very awesome. We celebrated in the Discord. If you guys are not in that Discord, go join it. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. 48,000. We are only 2,000 subscribers away from 50K, and we got a big thing coming up at 50K. I'm hoping that we don't hit it in the middle of the night and we could hit it live. So watch out for maybe a special sort of surprise live stream, hopefully some point in the day in the coming weeks, because that would be awesome. I really, really hope that we can get to 50 very soon, because we're doing a big giveaway, huge give back to you guys for 50K. It's absolutely insane, and we might have some special guests as well. Yeah. Dinosaur says, Wrecker would impact me the most. Really? Wrecker would? Interesting. Clone assassins are everywhere. Yeah, it is. Alex says, this channel is the best for real. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that. The Fallen Master, what is up? What is up? Darth Nihilus, yeah, he's great. Talking about Legends characters, yeah. Kyle Katarn's good too. Yeah. For sure. I'm thinking Crosshair's going to die. I think so too. JS says, I don't think that the Bad Batch and Omega forget about each other. I just think that they go in their own directions separately. Now, if they were both alive, then they would have to find each other, you know? Salty Texas Ranger, what is up? What is up? Yep, Tarkin ditched the TIE Defender program. I think that he might do Tantus as well in favor of Project Stardust. Yeah, maybe in a similar way, but Project Necromancer just gets moved to Exegol. It just gets moved. So it's not like it goes away, it just gets moved. Yeah. The poisonous gas that tried to kill the... Wait, is that the poisonous gas that they tried to kill the Zilla Beast in the Clone Wars? I don't think so, but maybe. Maybe. Catherine says, I think they will need to watch the... I think we will need to watch the last episode, or at least... at least twice. Yeah, probably. I'm guessing we're going to have some rewatches for sure. Yeah. Palpatine doesn't need screen time again. It's not needed. I agree with that. I don't think so. Anthony, what's up? Anthony says, Mike. Just scroll down to the bottom. Mike, just got back from getting meds for a loved one. Oh, sorry about that. I agree. I fear that we might not get this crazy series finale that we are hoping for, lowering my expectations. May the Force be with you. May the Force be with you too. I think it's going to be a crazy finale. So I'm making my expectations a lot higher, actually, but yeah. Nick says, I feel like we're going to have a Toy Story 3 ending. Looks like everyone's going to die, but they end up surviving. Ooh, interesting. This is the way. What's up? Says, Mike, I think I got it. I figured it out. It's too long to put in the chat, but I'll put it in the Discord. Okay, cool. Put it in the Discord. Hebe King says, I think Palpatine won't be on Tantus, but we could get a short scene of him somewhere else, like on Coruscant. That would be kind of cool. I want to see some more Coruscant. That'd be awesome. Yeah, for sure. JS says, maybe Palpatine will show up, find out they have what he's been looking for, but Crosshair shoots Hemlock right before he reveals who it is. Ooh, interesting. What if Palpatine goes to Tantus but doesn't ever find out that Omega is the important piece to the puzzle? That'd be kind of crazy. You will try says, Vader will come in and clean it up. I'm calling it. He is the true danger of the Empire. And Asajj said to the Bad Batch the first time they met that the Empire is more dangerous than they could ever imagine. That is true. But that might just mean that the Bad Batch are all going to die. That might not mean that Vader's going to show up. We'll see. We shall see. Anthony says, certainly seems like a proponent for the Zilla Beast making an appearance. Could it be that instead of the classic Zilla Beast, Hemlock is giving us Sith spawn? Sith spawn? What? That would be a great way to introduce him. What the hell is a Sith spawn? Hang on. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, is this from the High Republic? Is that what this thing is? That is one scary looking thing. That is terrifying. Okay, enough of looking at that. Okay, the water gift could be referring to a scene with Ventress and Omega with the monster. Oh yeah, in that episode? Could be. Could be. could be somehow Omega returns. There you go. There's a hint of a letter behind the bottom redacted. Yeah, I know. I just don't know what it is. Now the stream's been 2 hours. Oh my God, we've already gone for 2 hours? Holy crap. What the heck? Why did I think it was like 10 minutes? I thought the stream just started. Have we been streaming for 2 hours? What? Rose said, oh, what the hell? It just keeps scrolling to the bottom. Rose says, where did Rose's chat go? What confuses me is why Palpatine's clone is so old in The Rise of Skywalker. Is the math right, or is the aging accelerated? Does it mean that Palpatine was looking for a clone of himself in a tank, looking at a clone of himself in a tank in Episode 3? The clone of Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker is a little interesting. Because yes, he's wicked old, but it might just be because it's an actual clone of Palpatine as the age that he is. Same way as the Moff Gideon clones in The Mandalorian Season 3 were the same age as Moff Gideon was at the time. Might be similar to that. Yeah. Omega could use the Mandalorian armor to hide her identity. Oh, what if Omega has to use the white armor that's in Sid's office because she has to go into hiding from the Empire? That would be pretty wild. Yeah, that would be wild. That'd be great. That's a great theory, Senor Mula, I must say. Dinosaur says, Rex is my personal favorite, which is why him dying would impact me the most. Yeah, that makes sense. Neon Victor says, I think there is going to be a possibility that Nala Se and Emery Carr will be planning something to stop Hemlock with his experiments. Well, yeah, because Nala Se was doing it against her will, and Emery seems to be on the side of the heroes, so maybe they do something to kind of stop Hemlock or maybe help Omega and the Bad Batch, something along those lines for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Anthony says, exactly. I still say that Omega is going to take the white helmet from Sid's office and escape in the night and become a secret vigilante like a Batgirl / Wonder Woman. That would be awesome. Sign me up for that show. With Omega in a all-white Mandalorian outfit being trained as a Jedi by Asajj Ventress. Whew. Sign me up. Sign me up. We're freeing the clones tonight? We might be. We might be. Salty says, Omega will use the Force to tame the Zilbeast and ride him off into the sunset. It would be cool to see Omega tame the Zilbeast, but I don't know. Omega will be played by a live-action Tamara Morrison in a wig. I'll be down for that. Why should Omega go back to Sid's freaking office? Oh, to kill Sid. To absolutely go in and kill Sid. Yeah. Kill Sid, take the armor, and leave. That would be amazing. All right, let me end this poll. Catherine says, I hope we see Nala Se and Dr. Carr escape too, along with the Force-sensitive kids and clones. I don't think so. I don't think Nala Se or Emery are going to make it out. I think Nala Se specifically can't make it out because she's the last sort of Kaminoan scientist. So I don't think she can survive. Yeah. So the question was, do you think that Palpatine will be in the last 2 episodes? 59%, almost 60-40, said yes with 69 votes. Nice. Yeah, so the majority of you do think that he will be in these next 2 episodes. I don't think so. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. As we've gone for over 2 hours and almost 10 minutes now, I do have to get on out of here. I got to go pee really badly, but also I got to go eat something, and we just got to go get ready for tonight's live stream at 2:45 a.m. So watch for that watch party tomorrow, and watch for the breakdown video tomorrow as well for the upcoming episode. I expect very, very great things. Very, very great things coming from this last 2 episodes, but I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait for all of it. I can't wait for all of it. Signing up for my grief counseling now. There you go. Yeah. Sid is definitely going to die. Omega will hire Black Chrysanthemum to rip her arms off. That would be awesome. That's genius. Mike, Snoke is a really dark side entity that inhibits Galus Rax, which explains why Snoke looks so old and damaged. Thus, the clones are defective. Fingers? What? Okay, I'm going to get on out of here. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate all of you for coming by. Appreciate all the members. Shout out to Mando United for joining as a member. Huge shout out to Mary Hamilton for the very generous $10 holler earlier on in the stream. I appreciate all of you guys. Watch over that breakdown video tomorrow if you're not coming to the watch party, which is at 2:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whew, this was amazing. What time is the breakdown coming out tomorrow? The breakdown video will be out probably around 10 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, I'd guess. Depends on how long the episode is. Yeah, how much I have to break down. But 10 a.m. tomorrow, watch out for that breakdown video. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate all of you. Smash a freaking like on this stream if you have not yet. How many likes do we even have? I haven't checked in a long time. How many likes? How many likes? Oh, that's a good amount of likes. I like that. I like that number. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Smash a like, hit subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And my pretty face will show up the recommended feed of yours. And may the force be with you. Always. Oh yeah, what a great stream. What a great show. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate every single one of you. Whew, this was a great stream. This was an absolutely fantastic another amazing stream. Another amazing stream. You guys are the best. I appreciate you. Huge shout out to all you guys for hitting that subscribe. We hit 48,000 subscribers today. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. We are only 2K away from 50. The big old 50. And of course, at 100,000, you guys know I'm dumping the whole Good Cup that follows orders on my head. So let's get there. Let's get there. Let's get there. I appreciate all of you. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your lives. And good night, everybody.